Hello students, we have been discussing the first chapter of class 9 biology, cell, the fundamental unit of life. Today we will discuss about the structure of cell. Generally a cell is composed of three essential parts. What are those? Cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Let's draw a figure first. So this is the cell membrane. Here it is the cell membrane. It has an additional layer known as cell wall, cytoplasm. We have cytoplasm here, which is scattered in the cell, and we have the nucleus, this one, nucleus, the prominent one. So let us discuss that additional layer called cell wall in plant cell first. This is animal cell and that plant cell. Cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. What is cellulose? It is a non-living substance. Whereas cell walls are only found in plant cells. It is highly permeable and what is its function? It provides definite shape and rigidity to the plant cell and it protects the inner, or you can say the internal structure and plasma membrane also of the cell. So let us discuss about cell wall. Cell wall is found only in plant cells and it is made up of cellulose. What is cellulose? It is a non-living substance. It is highly permeable. That it means it allows a lot of substances to move in and out of the cell. What is its function? It provides a definite shape and it makes the cell rigid and it protects the internal structure and also the plasma membrane. Internal structures also and also the plasma membrane of the plant cell. The second one is cell membrane or plasma membrane. It is composed of two layers of lipid molecules and one layer of protein. It is composed of two layers of lipid molecules and one layer of protein molecules, and it is selectively permeable membrane. That means it allows only a few substances to move in and out of the cell. It protects the inner layers, contents, whatever it is inside the cell. So it protects the inner contents of the cell and provides internal environment. The internal environment inside this cell is given by is provided by is maintained by, the correct word is here, maintained by plasma membrane. The movement inside and outside of the cell is maintained by plasma membrane through two processes. What are those two processes? Diffusion and osmosis. So plasma membrane or cell membrane is composed of two lipid layers of molecules and one layer of protein molecules. It is selectively permeable membrane, that means it allows only a few substances to come in and out of this cell, and it protects the inner contents of this cell and maintains the proper environment inside this cell and maintains the internal environment inside this cell. The movement of substance inside and outside the cell, inside and outside the cell, inside and outside the cell is maintained by two processes, diffusion and osmosis by plasma membrane. Let's. What is diffusion? What is diffusion? So diffusion is the movement of a substance from a concentration of higher level to a region of lower concentration, from a region of high concentration to low concentration until a uniform concentration is reached. Let me show you a figure. Here the cell has lower concentration, outside the cell there is higher concentration, so there will be movement in and outside the cell, and what will happen? There will be a uniform concentration of that particular substance. What is osmosis? It is the movement of water molecules. It is the movement of water molecules from a region of high concentration to a region of lower concentration until and unless what will happen? A uniform concentration of water molecules will be achieved. So what is osmosis? It is the movement of water molecules from a region of high concentration to a region of lower concentration until an uniform concentration is finally achieved. Let us discuss three types of solution: hypotonic, hypertonic and isotonic. What happens in hypotonic solution, or what is hypotonic solution? It's the solution in which the medium surrounding the cell has higher concentration than the cell. As a result of that, what will happen? There will be a movement from high concentration to low concentration of water molecules, and as a result what will happen? The cell will inflate, swell, and as a result that if there is RBC, that particular cell, it will get burst. In other words, it will get hemolyzed. So what is hypotonic solution? Hypotonic solution is such kind of solution in which the concentration of water molecules outside the cell is more in comparison to the cell. As a result of that, there will be movement of water molecules inside the cell, and as a result of that, what will happen? The cell will inflate, and then it will be, in the case of RBC, if there is red blood corpuscle, then it will burst, and that particular bursting process is known as hemolysis. And what will happen to the RBC? It will get hemolyzed. Isotonic. Here we find that the medium surrounding this cell has the same concentration as that of this cell. So there will be no net movement of water. Water will come and move in and move out, but there will be no such gain or loss. So there will be no net movement of water visible across the plasma membrane. So such kind of solution in the medium surrounding the cell has the same concentration as that of the cell. So there will be no net movement of water across the plasma membrane. Third one is hypertonic solution. It is such kind of solution in okay, let's draw this figure first. Here the concentration is more and here the concentration is less. So the concentration in this cell is more than the concentration outside the cell. So what will happen? The water will move outside the cell, and as a result of that, the cell will shrink. In case of plants, it is called plasmolyzed, and in case of animals, it is called crinated. In the case of plants, it is called plasmolyzed, and in the case of animals, it is called crinated. So we have three solutions here: hypotonic, isotonic, and hypertonic solution. What happens in hypotonic solution? Here the medium surrounding the cell has more concentration. As a result of that, what will happen? The movement is from higher concentration to lower concentration, from outside to inside, and as a result of that, what will happen? The RBCs will become swollen and they will burst, and the particular process is known as hemolysis. And what will happen to the RBCs? They will get hemolyzed. Isotonic solution, and such kind of solution in which there is the medium surrounding the cell has the same concentration as that of the cell, so there will be no net movement of water. Hypertonic solution, here the concentration in the cell is more than the concentration outside the cell, so there will be movement of water from inside to outside the cell, and as a result of that, the cell will shrink, and this process is known as plasmolyzed in case of plants, and in animals it is known as crinated. So that's all for today. Do subscribe my channel and like and share my videos.